Hi, let's talk today about Koh-i-Noor Mondeluz watercolor pencils. If you follow my channel, you can see that recently I colored a lot of pictures using watercolors as a background and then making the details with my preferred set of watercolor pencils, and they are pencils manufactured by Koh-i-Noor in Czech Republic, and Koh-i-Noor has a very long history of manufacturing of the high quality artist products like pencils, paints, soft pastels and other very useful for us artists things. So if you are not familiar, I highly recommend you to go to Amazon website, or maybe if you live in Europe, to Koh-i-Noor website. And in my country and in Russia also, they are one of the most widespread and most affordable pencils. We have them both in sets in almost all shops, and also you can buy them individually. So this is pencils with which a lot of lovers of coloring in Russia and Ukraine start the coloring, and I was really surprised that I got a lot of requests and questions about the quality of them. So I decided to make this quick video. As I said, they are available in different size sets from 12 to 36, and the biggest set is 74. They are available in more budget cardboard boxes and also in metal boxes. I got my first set in cardboard box, and it was 36, and then when I understood that I enjoy the quality, I got another pencils individually, and now I store them like this because I use them quite often. And here what they look like. There are two types of pencils we have. If you purchase them in card boxes, there is a simpler pencil without the gold, and if you bought them in the metal boxes, they look like this. Or this is also for the individual purchasing, but the quality and colors are absolutely the same. So just external view of the pencils. They are hexagonal. They made from the California cedar, and the core is 3 and 8 millimeters, I believe. They don't have the color name printed. They only have the number. Here we have the code of the watercolor pencils and then the small number, so you will be able to purchase them individually. But if you will view the color charts on the manufacturer, you can find the pencil's name. So I have here two of my self-made patterns, and I do have here the color names, and I really like this that I was able to find this. So here is a very nice quality, decent quality of the wood. I never have any problems with breakage of the or denting of the wood, even when I used relatively cheap sharpeners. Then the next thing, they are the softest watercolor pencils I own so far, and I have Mercury Noir aquarels and also Faber-Castell art grip pens. And Koh-i-Noor Mondeluzes are much more softer. They are just the softness is very similar to the Prismacolors in comparison to the other colored pencils. And I believe I forgot to tell you that Koh-i-Noor also had the set of oil-based non-watercolor oil-based pencils in the same colors. They are called Koh-i-Noor polycolors. They are also very nice. I haven't yet the possibility to test them, but from what I heard, they are of very decent quality. They are harder, of course, than Prismacolors, more similar to the Lyra pencils if you own them, and they are still worth to try them if they are available in your shops. And I hope that in the future I will be able to get at least some pencils from Polycolors and test them for you. Now let's talk about the color palettes that we could get from our 72 set. The manufacturer informs that the pencil's core consists of the artist-grade pigment and also the kaolin white clay, so that when you apply the pencil to the paper you will get quite bright but also quite opaque cover, and the existence of the kaolin clay inside is what gives the core of the pencil its softness, but also make a little bit hard to apply a lot of colors to the paper. I think that the maximum amount of colors is 2 or 3 if you apply them one on the other, but they mix quite well. And as we have the watercolor pencils, you know that a lot of watercolor pencils allow you less amount of colors than just the ordinary pencils. So let's talk about the colors. I don't have yet the full set. I still lack about maybe 8 or 10 pencils. Here what I have for now. This one is my sketchbook, which I take with me when I go to the art shop to find new colors, and this is my handmade palette. I will show you the color selection like this, and then we will try to make the color combos like all greens, all yellows, all reds. And I must say that I do like the selection of colors. They are still very bright when you apply the water, but they also give you, after applying the water, they became more transparent, and this is the effect I like to use maybe inside together with my ink tenses when I want to get the softer color, or you can color of course only with these pencils, both using water or without applying waters, and they also very dependable of the quality of the paper, and they won't work very nice on the very smooth, and also with on the paper with very hard tools, so they need a paper with a medium quality of the tools. And what I really like to use them is to get details on my already made watercolor background, and for these purposes they are perfect. If you saw my color videos for the Game of Thrones, or maybe for the Dragons of Anastasia Koldereva book, or Mermaids from those books, where I use this technique of the first layer of watercolors, so you could see how well they work.
I still didn't have in my pencil set, I think, two colors of greens and two colors of yellow. So and one or two colors of blue. So you can imagine the full range of colors. As I said, there are some very interesting, very nice and very loved by me colors, like this one, or like this one, or selection of violets and nice dark this dark pink or madder or violet, very beautiful colors. They react very nice with the water. You can see that after I applied the water, there are no stroke. You could they are water soluble completely. They are very nice react with the water, and you can get the different intensity from the palest color to the still very bright and dark. So I think that the quality of the watercolor pigment is really of very high artistic quality. As I mentioned, they have a clay inside the core, so sometimes it's difficult to apply a lot of colors and to mix colors. So I highly recommend to get a bigger set. They are quite cheap, at least in my country, and I think in Czech Republic they are also not very expensive. So if you have a bigger set, you could use similar shades of one colors to get a smooth color combos, and in that way you will be able to get a smooth coverage. Due to the clay inside, sometimes you will have still white strokes if you work on the paper with a hard tooth, so you will need to use blender or burnisher, and they do help, and you will be able to get a smooth cover after applying burnisher and blender. The softness on the pencils of course means that you have to sharpen them more frequently, but as I said, they sharpen quite nice even with the cheap sharpener, so the quality of the wood is decent, and I haven't had any problems with breaking of the cores, even if I know that I dropped some pencils. Unfortunately, but still they work very well. So the quality control of the Czech pencils are quite nice, but if you purchase these pencils, maybe not from the art shop and from somewhere on eBay, please be careful, because in the last time we have a lot of pencils made maybe somewhere in China. At least the manufacturers send them from China, and it's hard to say whether their pencils are authentic and the quality is the same as for the Czech produced pencils. And
As you know, the Czech Republic is a very popular destination for your spending your holidays and travel. Very nice, very beautiful country. So this one could be a very nice present travel souvenir from Czech Republic, and I definitely recommend you to look at these pencils.